Hey, I'm on a little bit early today, guys. I'm actually from my hotel room here in Florida. I'm super excited, but I'll give you guys a minute or so to hop in for today's workout. We're doing a dumbbell workout. What's interesting about today, though, is I'm actually going to use some other stuff other than dumbbells, so this will be really great. We're still going to be doing those dumbbell movements, so if you do have dumbbells, hey, grab them, be ready for that. But if not, then join me with whatever you got around. If you got, a can, I'm going to use my water bottle. You can use all kinds of stuff. If you have an actual pair of dumbbells, yeah, that's great too, all right? But like I said, I'm here in Florida. Before we get started, I'll show you guys. There's the ocean right there out in my hotel room. Boom. Yeah, I'm excited to get going here today. All right, so first, we're just going to get a little warm-up going here, okay? So whenever you're warming up before a workout, you really want to do more of a dynamic warm-up. You really don't want to do a lot of static stretching before upper body warm-ups, but a good warm-up to start is just legs apart. You're going to go arms out. You're going to go down to one toe, the other toe, come up, twist, twist, and then come back down. One toe, the other toe, twist, twist, okay? Boom, boom. I love doing these stretches. It's kind of a good stretch for golf. Just kind of coming up. You can also just go down and come up. Down, come up. So good, like I said, a good lower back golfer stretch to get the body going here to start. Okay. All right, next, we're going to go up and down, stretching the arms. Okay. This really gets the shoulders, really gets the body going as we're stretching. Like so. There you go. The key to warming up really is you want to get the shoulders warmed up. You want to get the back warmed up. Those are the two things that really a lot of people have issues with kind of getting into these workouts. So just want to make sure that you're getting these warm-ups in. This is a good one right here. Kind of a rotator cuff. Go in like this. Good. Come in here. There we go, there we go. So this is gonna be an upper body workout today. I'm excited for it. If you ever are just looking for like a good workout routine, what I usually do is tell people you can either do 3 full body workouts a week. This one's really good for a hotel room, even the hotel gym. I actually did this workout in the hotel gym today with a pair of dumbbells. But if I'm traveling, this is a great one. If you're from home, this is a great one. But you can do upper body, lower body, full body, upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. You can really just fit this into your workout routine however you want, okay? But we're going to start off with shoulder presses. Now, what's good about today's workout, too, is if you want to go and do like a kind of like a unilateral. So sometimes I like to do one arm at a time. So we're right here, just coming down to the chin or the ear and going straight back up to the sky. This is a great one. I always start with the worst arm first. So if I'm right-handed, I'm gonna start with my left hand. And this first set, honestly, I'm not doing a whole lot of counting of reps. It's really mainly just a kind of a continuation of warm-up for the first exercise and the first set. But we're doing an overhead press, and I usually try to go like 10 to 20 reps, depending on how I'm feeling that day and what weight I have. And then we're just gonna go to the other side, going straight up and straight back down like so. So just pressing up and back down. I like doing one arm at a time. It really helps to isolate that one muscle. It also helps to engage the core a little bit more as you're having a little bit of a offset with the weight. So it really kind of gives that core a workout as you're going into that stretch as well, okay? And then what I'll do after that is I'll get into another compound type movement, unilateral, which is gonna be a bent over row. So we're just gonna go here, back to that left arm. If you have dumbbells, keep your thumb and fingers together with that dumbbell, straight back. See how my back is perfectly straight? You wanna have that straight back, and you're gonna pull up and back down like so. So just pulling up, keeping it close to the body, and right back down, just like so. We're going 10 to 20 reps this first time through this first circuit. Really just getting a good warm up going is kind of the point of set one when we're doing this workout. We'll go to the other side. Really, be intuitive with the kind of weight that you're using, and just make sure that the rep range feels a bit challenging but not impossible, but not really easy either. So you want to pick appropriate weight and rep range so that it feels like a little bit of a burn when you're doing that workout, okay? But this is just a filled up water bottle, guys. This is probably 4 or 5 pounds here, so pretty light for me. But actually, this is 32 ounces, exactly 2 pounds, so not really that much. But just something to kind of demonstrate what we're doing here. Third, upper body compound movement, chest. How do we do chest when we're without a bench in a hotel room? How does that work? On our back, chest presses, one arm. I'll show you how we do this, okay? So we're going to the ground, like so. We're just going right from the ground, okay? So we're gonna go here in a sit-up position. We're gonna have the right here. We're gonna go here. We're just gonna press up. Floor presses, so just floor presses. Bringing that weight in close and coming right back down. Again, we're going for 10 to 20, depending on how you're feeling, depending on how much weight you have. It all depends on you and what you're doing here. Now, what I do when I do chest presses, I really try to roll my shoulders back, stick my chest out, and really press with that chest. And when you do one arm, you can really keep it closed and really focus on flexing that chest as we go straight up. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm here in Clearwater Beach, Florida. This is like the hometown of the late Hulk Hogan. One of my inspirations that really got me into fitness to begin with as a kid, watching those larger than life pro wrestlers. But back in the day, I didn't really, I didn't know the background and all that entailed to that. It was just a child watching wrestling that really started the spark for fitness for me. All right. So that kind of covers your main parts, right? That's kind of the foundation. We can also do things like a deadlift. For many of us, if you have any sort of back problem history, I don't know if I'd recommend a deadlift coming right out of the gate. You possibly could, though. I mean, deadlifts can also really help improve back strength. It's just really important to know proper form, to have a coach alongside you when doing exercise like a deadlift. But those bent over rows, another one that would be really great if you have access to it is just a pull-up. Man, there's nothing better than a good old-fashioned pull-up. That's going to be by far one of the greatest exercises that you can do. It's one of the first exercises I get my kids to do. From about as early as they can do it, we're doing pull-ups, and I've really noticed it helps them with football and wrestling and basketball, just really life. So really start with those foundational movements with the dumbbell today or the water bottle. We're doing those, and we're doing more of an isometric, unilateral type movements, one arm at a time. Not isometric, I'm sorry, unilateral. All right, so Now we're going to go into auxiliary type exercises for the body parts. We're going back to shoulders. We're going to go lateral raises, all right? So I love lateral raises. Really targets that shoulder. If you're like me and you're kind of an older guy and you're just kind of training for looks, you know, you want to be strong too, but you also want to keep the body looking pretty good. So this really helps kind of round out that shoulder and give that rounded shoulder look. But we're just going to come up, back down, like so. Nice straight arm. Really focusing on feeling it in that shoulder joint as we're lifting that weight up and going back down with it as well, okay? Again, this is going to be a 10 to 15 rep range, depending on what the weight that you have and how it feels. For many of you, if you have limited dumbbells, you're probably not going to do a whole lot with this, because this movement is going to feel way heavier than those previous 3 movements we did, just because of the nature of the movement we're doing here. And again, like I said, this is more of a secondary movement. It's not going to be one of those foundational compound movements that we started with, but it's a great shoulder exercise. I mean, if I'm doing shoulders, and it's one of my favorites to do, is this lateral raise right here, okay? Just gonna go up and back down. All right, now for back, this is actually kind of a back shoulder one. We're gonna go with a kind of a wide row. We're gonna work the rear delt into the traps, but we're just gonna take one of these, and we're going to go up like so. So I'm here, and this is coming out like this, okay? So I'm not coming back with the row. I'm coming straight out, okay? And straight back. It's going to work that rear delt, upper back trap area, doing this movement right here. You can also just bend the elbow if it's too heavy, and get the same type of movement. Sometimes you're able to get more weight by doing that as well. Okay, this is gonna work more rear delt, kind of like that rear delt machine if you're on the rear delt machine at the gym. But you can also go with a row if you've got a barbell or dumbbell or heavier dumbbells, okay? So one side there, we're gonna go the other side here. Now, based upon this exercise, what do you think we're gonna do next, right? We're gonna do the opposite movement, right? We're gonna go on our back, and we're gonna go into a fly, working the chest. And that'll pretty much cover the bases, right? We could also do, you know, some bicep, tricep stuff for upper body. We are going to throw in a couple of those, but you're going to get a lot done with just these movements alone, because by working the chest, you are working your triceps. By working the back, you're essentially working your biceps as well. So you really don't have to train arms isolated by themselves. I mean, you can. If you're like myself and you've got more of a bodybuilding background and you want to do more focused exercises, then by all means go for it, you know. But I'm just trying to let you know that when it comes to efficientness and things like that. All right, so now we're going to go here. We're going to come up and squeeze that chest, right? Come up, squeeze the chest. We're going into a chest fly. I'm really hoping that housekeeping doesn't knock on the door during this video. Say too, I'll have to run and tell them come back in about 20. All right, so we're here 10 to 20 reps into the fly. And then we're gonna switch it up other side, okay? So we're back here, stretch, coming straight up, boom. Just like so. Like I said, guys, this is a really great road workout right here, okay? If you're traveling, like myself, by all means, go for it, okay? If we weren't doing dumbbell specific training today, I would really advise you to do some really good bodyweight exercises, like dips. Like this table right here is a really sturdy table. Finding a table or even a higher counter if the table's too low. Dips. things like that can be really great. But we're utilizing a dumbbell today, so that's kind of what we're focusing on here, okay? So we got 2 more exercises, and then we're gonna go through it again, okay? So when you're doing this many exercises, it really, a couple, 3 rounds is probably a good amount to really focus on. If I were to do mainly just the compound movements, then I could go into more of a 5-round type of thing, but we're gonna go kick back here. So just like so, kicking back. You just wanna keep that upper arm parallel with the ground, and we're kicking that weight straight back, working the tricep. Good. And go to the other side. Kicking the weight back. I should have went on the beach, guys. Could have done this like one of those old school videos, man. I remember my mom turning the TV on, those morning workouts. Those guys would be on the beach with bands and dumbbells doing activity. The only thing is the old internet connection, y'all. Gotta make sure we got good internet connection. So we're here in the hotel room. All right, we're gonna go bicep curl. We're here. We're gonna stretch and come straight up, okay? Flexing, straight up. So my arm is right parallel to my body. I am turning as I come up, like supinating, like so. Again, if you're short on time, like, you don't have to go unilateral. You can bust this out at the same time, the dumbbells. I'm just doing unilateral today for the sake of having this water bottle as my dumbbell, and to show you guys there's another way to do it, another way to get the job done. And like I said, when you're unilateral, sometimes it's good for people that have, say, one arm that's different strength than the other arm, injuries, things like that. It can really help you to kind of work on one or the other. It helps. Sometimes it really helps with your mind to muscle connection. So, because I'm really focusing on just, boom, right here, right? I'm just right here, thinking about my bicep, flexing and stretching, back and forth. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go through this whole thing again. All right, you ready? We're going to go back. Now, why am I not doing abs today? Well, if you're doing this correctly, you should be keeping your core engaged throughout every single exercise, but you can also train abs on another day. So like, we're really hitting the upper body hard today. So I would suggest definitely focusing more on doing this for those types of purposes. Like maybe have another day where you do abs. You can even do something like upper body Monday or Tuesday, abs the next day, and then do legs and repeat that process either twice a week for 6 workouts, or if you're a beginner, just do those each once a week until you progress up to doing them more times. Something else I've done too, I mean, there's just so many combinations to do it, but another really good one is having an upper body day, a lower body day, and then a full body day, and really doing it that way. So, but I do believe in trying to hit every muscle twice in a week if you can. So if you can program your workouts out and do that, you can. Speaking of programming workouts, if you are interested in getting more customized, we offer coaching here at V-Shred. You can take a metabolic quiz and get on with an advisor, and they'll go over the whole metabolic protocol, and you can talk to them about what it looks like to work in the VIP program. It's a great program because we look at all the data points, we look at your metabolism, we look at all the statistics, and it really helps us to determine exactly the kind of customized workout routine and nutrition plan that you're going to need. You can tell I'm getting over 40 as I make noises as I get up and down the ground. No, I've just had some knee issues over the years, All right, so we're here. We're pressing. But no, the coaching program is great. I mean, that's what I do. I've got clients from all over the place, and even this morning, I had a guy. He had a lot of different things going on between his work life and work travel, and his age and his injuries and his diet preferences, and we took into account all that stuff, his past, what he's done in the past. So really taking that as a base and building out a full customized program for him. It's going to help him succeed and reach those goals that he's been really trying to do for a while. So really great option that we have. Vitra teams up with some of the best coaches in the world. I mean, I've seen them. They are definitely the best coaches. I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years, and a lot of them, I'm like, man, I wish I would have had those people around when I was owning a gym. Okay. Lateral raises. Good. Now this second round, you can do 10 reps. That'll suffice. But again, it's one of those things where you want the reps to feel challenging. If you feel like 10 is easy, then shoot for 15. It's really about creating a progressive overload and not going into metabolic adaptation. You really want to make sure that you're always pushing the limits, but don't hurt yourself. So, for instance, when I'm programming a workout routine for somebody, we'll go about 8 weeks, right? 2 months solid through a routine. We'll have sort of a part 1 and then a part 2. So part 1, we're building the foundation, and then from there we'll go into part 2, which is now we're going to do the rear delt. Same type of exercise, but we're just building on to create progressive overload. But then after a couple months of going hard, training to failure, progressive overload, you really need to take a week or two of a deload week, and then you can get back on it for another hard 8 weeks. So that's what I like to do. I mean, I like to do kind of a 2 months hard, 1 month recovery, 2 months hard, 1 month recovery, sometimes less than a month. And it really, I've seen over the years, taking that recovery break helps clients break plateaus and keep going. I've also just kind of kept the same 4-week cycle and just kind of switch it up every 4 weeks, but you want to switch it up every 4 weeks, keep creating that progression over time. And it's all about making the small little tweaks. You really don't want to have to try to overhaul anything. That's really not what you want to try to do. All right, fly. You want to stay consistent and build. Just make little tiny tweaks along the way. That's really how you keep progressing and you don't burn out. There we go. All right, now we're going to switch. Fly on the other side. Good. All right, now we're going to go those bicep and triceps. We're going to kick back. What's nice about the water is, for your dumbbell is, hey, need a little drink? It's gonna make the water lighter though. But yeah. Kick back to the other side. Good, good, good. All right, now bicep curl. Other side. Now something else too, say you're like, I really want to get those abs in. I really don't want to have to do them on another day. What we can do is kind of as a little finisher. So we're right at the 4-minute mark, which means we could essentially do like a kind of an ab burnout at the end. So let's go ahead and do that, okay? So we're gonna do all the abs as a quick little finisher here. We'll just do basic stuff here, okay? So nothing crazy. We're gonna start off with crunches. We're gonna do 20 crunches. We're here. We're coming up, boom. Breathe out. You can put your hands here. You can put them here, whatever feels comfortable. Just try not to hurt your neck or strain your neck. You need to kiss the ceiling, kind of chin up to kind of support that neck as well. I lost count, but we're going for about 20, okay? And then we're gonna go a leg lift. So we're here. We're gonna go knees up and down. All right, and then we're gonna go obliques. We're gonna go with penguins here, penguins. So I'm gonna go side to side, touching the heel. Good, good. And then we're gonna go plank. You can go a couple variations. I'm gonna go from the elbow, and we're just gonna go for about 15 to 30 seconds. You really wanna pull your stomach in though. That's the key. Now on that one, just go however long it feels comfortable. And then you're gonna go through that. And that's really how we get the job done. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to go about doing this. You just have to figure out what works best for you and just find that rhythm. So I love doing this workout and then having a day off and then doing a lower body workout, day off, upper body, and just keep that cycle going. Especially if I'm traveling, it's so easy to knock this out anywhere. And obviously, right, I'm here at the hotel with nothing. So really just do what you can, you know, like I said. Some other ones that you could do is like, if you've got a table like this guy, okay, you could go into dips from this table, like so. That's another really great variation. If you've got a table that you want to use for that as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm here in Florida. There's the old beach, y'all. But it's been real. I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. Utilize this however you may, and we will catch you next time.